what I think someone like Bigate should have done is should have come to Africa and tell them about the truth, not complicating the issues. My name is Ade Adeola Solomon. I'm one of the intactivists that we have in Africa. I was sick some weeks ago, and when I got out of the hospital, I was just walking around and I saw how people were just talking about circumcision because I was putting on my shirt. I have a shirt I was wearing that contains no say no to circumcision, and this is one of the cap. This is the cap. You have a logo here. So, and the next thing someone could say to me was like, "Hi, please, what do you mean by this statement that you put at the back?" I was like, "No, that it is actually true that circumcision is evil. That people need to stop it. I need people to know about it. That circumcision is not good, and the rest like that." I was not telling them that it is not good because you people cannot just tie a baby down and start cutting without thinking of the baby consent. They were like, okay, but we were taught in the church that circumcision is good. No. I gave them some Bible verses that they can actually get to know that circumcision is very bad because Galatians 5 verse 2 actually stated the fact there, which Paul wrote. 90% of African circumcision is as a result of religious reasons. 30% of it is as a result of cultural reasons. Then, for the medical reasons, because majorly African people don't go to hospital. When they are sick, they like to take traditional medicine. They like to take concoction. They like to drink a lot of things that are natural to make themselves okay. It is just the elites that go to the hospital here. So it actually means that someone can actually give birth to a baby at home. Why we invite traditional birth attendants to come there and cut? Because he or she believes that it is already said in the Bible that Abraham should circumcise all his children, and which is not good. So, in short, 90% of circumcision in Africa are caused by religious reasons. If you go to Ethiopia, go to Uganda, we will discover that Kenya has the highest rate of circumcision in Africa. In fact, the same thing with Uganda because their government is even supporting circumcision. And as a matter of fact, that even in some part of the Kenya, the women are still being circumcised. It is cultural, religious reasons. Because I see that we have some people that are still speaking the truth. People that really know that the first key have specific structures. They are telling the mothers the truth. Actually, I know something. When I was in the hospital, nobody can actually force your kid to be cut. No. Even the doctors in the hospital cannot force. They can only persuade. They can only advise. They can only instruct. So if you don't really want your baby to be cut, it's very easy for you to say, no, I don't want. This is not what I want. And they will leave your baby for you. You are the owner of your baby. So nobody is forcing anybody to do anything. But you know, when our mothers, the parents, are the main reasons why circumcision is so very broad in Africa. The parents is another issue that we have. Because how could I be going along the road and some parents were just gossiping about the clothes I was wearing and saying that, why do I need to wear that? Am I talking about female circumcision? No, because that one is already prohibited in the country. I'm talking about male circumcision. They're like, no. They were treating me like as if I did something very bad. So, in short, is pertaining to African circumcision. I don't know about United States circumcision or European circumcision, but pertaining to African circumcision, it is mostly caused as a result of religious reasons. The pastors, the religious leaders are there outside talking things they don't know about it. They don't even want to know about the effects of this practice. Most doctors know the effects. And that is why when you tell them that I don't want my baby to be cut, they will leave you to it. I was in the hospital. I know what I'm saying. It is even when I was in the hospital that I got to know that some women are not really okay with their baby being cut. So actually in Nigeria as a whole now, we have some kids that are not cut. Yes, we have some kids, most especially people that are coming from the Faith Tabernacle Church. They have whole and complete child, not cut. Because it is in their character, it is in their doctrines, it is in their habit that they don't want to cut their babies. So it is when the mothers or the parents are well equipped and prepared that I don't want my baby to be cut, and they actually gave the instruction to the doctor, please, after giving birth to this child, after parturition, I don't want my baby to be cut. Doctor will not force it. They can only explain, if you don't cut your baby, this and this. If you still ignore them and say, no, this is what I want, nobody will force your child to cut. They don't do that. But you see religious reason, when they took the baby to the church for ceremonial reason or for naming ceremony or all those things, the pastor will tell them that is it cut? If it's not cut, we can't do naming for him. That means they can't name the baby. So it now means that the pastors are a lot of dominion than the doctors. They can actually manipulate the mothers or the parents than the doctors. They can actually say more, and the parents will accept their words than the doctor. Then the more reason, if there are those people that don't attend churches, maybe they go to herbalists, traditional leaders, then the traditional leader will be the one to be like, they must cut this baby. It is in our culture that the male child must be cut. And that is why I said cultural reasons. It is very high in cultural reason, but higher in religious reason, less in medical reason. Bill Gates is facilitating the process. It's making it to look like without circumcision, penis will not look good. People will suffer from one disease or the other. So that was why Bill Gates came to Africa. We don't know any other occultic reason that he has. So for me, I don't know why Bill Gates is now coming to Africa to make sure that we have high rate of medical circumcision comparing to what we have on the ground. Because as a matter of fact, I could still remember $22 million Bill Gates gave to the Africa to manipulate more of their occultic practices. In Africa, we have a lot of harmful cultural practices, harmful religious practices. So sometimes I do think myself that why is Bill Gates coming to Africa? To create more harm to what is already on the ground. Now, in some places in northern part of Nigeria and Uganda, the money that Bill Gates supply or used to sponsor circumcision, they were now giving to each household for them to circumcise their baby. That is for those people that have already said they don't want to circumcise their baby. Now, they are being sponsored, being bribed. Yes, let me use the word bribe. They have been bribed to cut their babies. So, a lot of all these things are happening. And
hey guys, it's me, Pods. I'm briefly interrupting this interview to let you know about the Pods e-commerce program. It is vital to keeping the Prevail Over the System channel alive. Go and join us on our Discord to learn more. And best of all, it's free to partake in the Pods e-commerce program, and we don't need any of your information whatsoever. This helps us keep the interviews coming along with other Intactivist content to empower, teach, and update Intactivists with very important information, as well as being the voice for the Intactivist public. Thank you all so much. Okay, now back to the interview.
What I think someone like Bill Gates should have done is should have come to Africa and tell them about the truth, not complicating the issues. We have a lot of people that are very ignorant here. They don't know. They don't know the effects. And when you still tell them the effects, they will still tell you that it is the way our forefathers were doing it, that's the way they are going to do it. So a lot of issues are complicated. I'm going to distribute more of clothes. We are giving these people these shirts. We don't want to know whether you are in my group or you are in my team or you are my member. Once you like the shirt, give it out to you. We believe that if everybody is wearing this shirt and people can actually see them, they will have change of mind. Because circumcision as a practice, it is not by telling people, it is by changing people's mindset and psychology. The anti-circumcision campaign that we'll be doing is not about shouting, stop, stop, stop. No. It's about changing the people's mentality, the psychology, and their mindset. When these people have change of mindset, change of mentality, they will be able to know the right from the wrong, good and bad. Where people don't know good from bad, these are the things that happen. Because someone cannot just come from nowhere and start saying that if you don't circumcise your baby will develop or contract sexually transmitted infections. Why? In my medical school, where I was trained, I was made to know that if you have any coitus without protection, you are likely to be predisposed to sexually transmitted infection, not when you are not circumcised. Bill Gates is actually coming with a new story that if you don't circumcise, you will contract sexually transmitted infection. And that is what people are saying out there. A lot of people are saying it for them to be able to defend their medical circumcision. And most pastors, before you know, they bring out Bible, they start saying that it is written in the Bible that Abraham should circumcise their kid, his children. And because they belong to the Abraham generation, so they have to circumcise. See how they are getting ideology of lies from things that have no point. We are not condemning anybody. Once you are circumcised, we know that you are like an handicap. I'm sorry to use the word. So once we know that you are facing such an issue, we sit you down, then we instill words into your brain. Because that is what you need. It is already done on you. So how are you going to prevent it from doing it to others? Because a lot of people that are circumcising their babies today, they are affected. They are victims. So it's just like a victim trying to victimize another person. And a victim will always try to victimize another person. Why can't a victim stop victimizing people? So these are the way, not by shouting. Protest peacefully, very good. But you know, there's a certain situation whereby when you protest, some people will see you and they will arrest you. They will tell you you are saying what they don't like, that there's no freedom of speech to that extent that you cannot tell them what to do to their children. I wouldn't blame them because a lot of circumstances, like people that are very big, especially bigots, are coming to Africa to exploit Africa with circumcision. A lot of bad practices in which we are expecting him to come and condemn their bad habits. A lot of people need to know that Africa is not a dump site. It's not a place where someone will come to and just be manipulating things. We know that our African people are easily manipulated, but some of us, we are learned, we are erudite. Some of African people are very poor, and that is why they are easily manipulated. Some are still having the knowledge. So I wouldn't like a situation whereby someone that knows the truth will not speak it out. I've seen a lot of doctors in the hospital that know the truth. Yes, because they really talk about foreskin. As I was in that hospital, 2 doctors were discussing. And one said, do you really know that this foreskin, we always sell it out? They sell it to cosmetic industry, making millions of dollars from it. Meaning that even if you are so very vulnerable as a parent, if you tell them that I don't want my baby to be cut, and you don't put actions, they will cut the baby. Because they know the profits they are getting from the foreskin.
Black foreskins have the highest value because it has the highest melanin content.
Yes. They also use foreskin for grafting. So that is why they are doing it by force. In some other way, let me say, they are doing it like they will make sure that you are advised or instructed to the way that you have to say, okay, do it, do it. I've not seen any parents, why they are doing that could be able to stay there and see the pains. They always leave and let those criminals cut the babies. And the baby will be crying, the mother will not be there. It was after they are done that the mother will now come. And after the bandage of it, and blood will be gushing out. This is pure wickedness because of profit. There are no other alternative. I know this will not end soon. People, billionaires are making money from it. I really want everybody to keep protesting. If you cannot protest, please educate. And please, don't protest and later go circumcise your baby. An advice for everybody. Please, make sure when you are doing things right, let your family member also do it right. Your future generation, your babies, your kids, and everybody, let them do it right. Because it's when everybody knows the right that things will keep moving right. I really appreciate this time, Mr. Scott. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Ade Solomon. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. I'll put his links down in the description below so you can follow him. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss our other interviews and Intactivism content that we release every single week. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please share and like this video to get this out to more people. Bye!